Hello, I'm called Whiplash because of my tail. Would you like to see my tail? Here's my tail. Mm, mm, uh, I'm not sure how I'm doing this. That doesn't seem normal. Come to think of it, this is actually incredibly painful. Skeletiny, Skeletiny, have we got any strong painkillers? I've done my back in.
We've only got Advil. I fed all the strong painkillers to the ducks yesterday.
Oh, are the ducks okay?
Well, they are definitely not in pain.
Oh, should I go and visit the ducks?
No, do not visit the ducks. They are sleeping extremely enthusiastically.
Okay.
Whiplash,
Yes?
do you know Skeletor's credit card details?
Yes, I do.
Okay, please text me the information in the next half an hour. I'm just heading out.
Where are you going?
I'm going to the duck shop.
Oh, I think I've slipped a disc. Where was I? Oh, yes. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Whip Chatter, the show where you ask the questions and I do my best to avoid having a panic attack. Please don't tell anyone else about the channel. We are perilously close to 500 subscribers, and the more people watching, the more nervous I get. Anyway, let's find out what you've been asking this week. Paul Wilson asks if I could call Skeletor and find out what he's been up to this week. Well, I can try. He hasn't been answering any of my calls since quitting the show, but I will try again. Hold on. Okay, here we go. It's ringing.
For crying out loud, Whiplash, what do you want?
Oh, hello, Skeletor.
Don't greet me, you idiot. I said, what do you want?
I was just wondering what you've been up to.
I'm not in the slightest bit interested in what you may or may not have been wondering. In fact, if I cared any less, I would be actively arranging your murder.
Are you okay, Skeletor?
Now, of course I'm okay, you cretin.
Do you mean cretin, Skeletor?
No, I don't say things incorrectly, you knob.
Skeletor, where are you?
Now, and not that it's any of your business, but I'm on a surfing holiday.
Oh, are you having a nice time?
No, as it happens, I've fallen off my surfboard 703 times, and it's becoming increasingly apparent that having rudimentary knee articulation might be a prerequisite for this activity.
Skeletor, none of us can find Panther anywhere.
No, of course not, you valve. Panther is with me. He's currently enjoying a pina colada beneath the shade of a palm tree. Why would I leave him behind?
Well, I could look after him, Skeletor.
No, that's not even slightly true. The only person I would trust to look after him is Beastman, and he's still up on Retro Toy Guy's size roof, plugging up a leaking hole with his ass.
When are you coming back, Skeletor?
Now, when I'm good and ready. Or not at all. Or when you least expect it. Now, this bit has been going on for far too long. I don't like working without a script, and I sure as shit don't want to talk to you anymore. Shut up and go away. Do not call me again.
Thanks, Paul. Up next, Mimi Rogers, who asks, what is your favourite song? Oh, Mimi, I'm not as easily frustrated as Skeletor, and I know you're trying your best to join in, but I don't have one favourite song. I could direct you to the channel playlists, where you can listen to some of Skeletor's favourite bedtime songs, but something tells me you would struggle to finish the first track. So for the purposes of nullifying the mundanity of your inquiry, let's just pretend that my favourite song is I've Got a Little Puppy by the Smurfs. Thanks for your dogged attempts to wear us all down. Arch Stanton has a question in the style of Mimi Rogers. What am your favourite bar soap? Well, I don't really eat much soap these days, as once I've started, it all gets a bit out of hand. It starts off with a cheeky bar of imperial leather, and before I know it, I've polished off the entire range of Dr. Squatch flavours, half a case pack of Dove, and then I'm back at rehab, pranging my tits off for 2 weeks. That struck a nerve. Oh, and Arch wants me to shout Wendy's at Monkey Boy again. Hold on. Monkey Boy? Monkey Boy?
What do you want, Whiplash?
Wendy's!
Fuck off, Whiplash.
Alex James asks, if Skeletiny followed Alice into Wonderland and became lost, which minions would mount a search and rescue mission? A good question. The team would comprise Beastman, because he's good at tracking, Scareglow, in case it was dark, Evil-Lyn to provide competence and level-headedness, and Panther, so that Evil-Lyn wouldn't have to walk. However, if Evil-Lyn was in the bath, it would probably be wiser to send Panther on his own. He'd return with Skeletiny and a Cheshire Cat chew toy. Thanks, Alex. Des T asks if I'm in any way connected to the Mistress of the Night, Lady Whiplash, who in the 80s frequented many News of the World publications. Do you mean this Miss Whiplash, Lindy St. Clair? If so, then firstly, no. And secondly, if I had $1 for every time I've been asked that question, I'd have half $1. As in December of 2000, it was brought up by Kirsty McCall as we were taking a quick break during a diving trip in Mexico. And I cannot complete this anecdote because it is in extremely poor taste. But I can tell you that I never got the 50 cents, and that Monkey Boy has just had to scratch out the darkest joke he has ever written. Sorry, Monkey Boy. I just couldn't bring myself to say it.
What, the line saying Kirsty's inquiry about Lady Whiplash was rudely interrupted when some idiot drove a speedboat into her head?
Yes, that's the one.
Well, you've let everybody down, Whiplash.
Jason Raphael Murdoch has a simple question. What would Stinkor look like wearing the armour of Faker? Oh, that's nice and easy. He would look like this. Stinkor, have you farted?
Yes, there has never been a time when I have not farted. That one was spoiled ham.
Thanks, Jason. Retro Toy Guy Sai wants to know which classic Bond girl would be best at cooking a cheese omelette. Well, I'd have to say the original Bond girl, Ursula Andress, as Honey Rider, is seen here in Dr. No, holding 2 cheese omelettes. Thanks. Thompson Hereford Farm asks which breed of miniature cattle would Skeletiny prefer to receive. Well, Farm, between you and me, this largely depends on what kind of small plastic cows of appropriate size Monkey Boy is able to find in order to provide Skeletiny with a tangible cow outcome. Give us 2 or 3 weeks to find the animals, and we'll give you a heads up when we're ready to surprise Skeletiny. Thanks. Weapon Zero expresses regret over his recent provocation of Skeletor and asks what he can do to be removed from the list of those that cannot be trusted. Well, actually, Weapon, if I were you, I'd be proud of your position on the list of distrust, as Skeletor considers this to be a desirable character trait, and he won't hold it against you, despite his protestations. I would recommend trying to stay off his ninny list, however. That is best avoided. Thanks, Weapon. Stand easy. Mike Ciccone asks, if there were a second female member of the Skelly gang, why would she be named Squintor? What would she look like? And what would her classic late-run Motu action feature have been? The answer to your question is... sorry, excuse me a moment. Hello?
Whiplash, a couple of things real quick. Firstly, you've read that question incorrectly. The key word was not Squintor, you idiot. Secondly, however, I strongly suggest that you dodge that question if you would like to retain your job.
Uh, how do I do that, Skeletor?
I don't know, just pretend you've seen a squirrel or some similar distraction, and then run away.
Okay. Oh, I've seen a squirrel or some similar distraction. Andrew mentions Mattel's new fan service that allows customers to pay them for the privilege of buying more stuff, presumably exploiting collectors' fear of missing out, and asks if I've ever fallen victim to any scams or hustles. No, Andrew. I have a reputation for being incredibly switched on, so I am rarely taken advantage of. A number of years ago, I almost bought a bridge in Brooklyn, but my suspicions were raised when the salesman wanted to charge extra for postage and packaging, which gave the game away, because I know that bridges usually have to stay in one place. I'm not an idiot. Skeletor once advised me to avoid snake oil salesmen, so I only buy this online from trusted outlets if our snakes become stiff or squeaky. Thanks. And Daniel Herrin has a couple of questions that I will need some help to understand, as I am not known for being particularly switched on. Evil-Lyn, could you help me, please?
What do you want, Whiplash? Have you sat on your dice again?
No, I need you to explain these questions from Daniel.
Okay, let's have a look. Right, I see. Whiplash, springtime is upon us, and it would appear that Daniel's sap is rising.
Oh, I don't know what that means.
Naturally. Okay, have you seen Wayne's World?
No.
Right. Do you know what a female genital piercing is?
A penis, Evil-Lyn.
No. Right. Do you know the meaning of the word innuendo?
Yes, it's where the dice go if you sit on them by mistake.
Amazing. Whiplash, it seems that I am only deepening your confusion, and I must walk away from you to preserve my own sanity. I suggest that you pretend to notice a squirrel or something similar before moving on.
Okay. Oh, I've noticed a squirrel or something similar. Stephen Gray asks, in her 1987 live performance of Boys, 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 is Sabrina jiggling about the place deliberately? Oh, no, she has no idea what she's doing. She was out of her tree on coke and dolly mixtures. Thanks, Stephen. The Fly Attractor wants to know what colour I would paint the White Cliffs of Dover. Is Anna Kendrick a colour?
Oh, she's a person, Whiplash.
Can I still put her in the thumbnail?
If you want.
Well, Fly, I don't think I want to paint anything ever again, so I hope you will accept this photo of a squirrel's willy bone.
Skeletor's already used that one, Whiplash.
Oh, here's a piano dolphin on some mushrooms. Thanks. B. Stoot Lee doubles down on his obsession with UK weather presenters and is pleased that sexagenarian weather persons Louise Lear and Carol Kirkwood have not been replaced by whippersnappers. I don't really have much of an opinion regarding Met Office personnel, but I am happy if you are. Let's take a moment to look at Michael Fish. Thanks, B. Soda Cauldron is wondering if I would perform a rendition of Shiny Happy People. I'm not sure that's a good idea. That smells like a copyright strike waiting to happen. I'd better call Skeletor for advice.
Whiplash, I told you to never call me again. And what you have done is the opposite of that instruction.
I'm sorry, Skeletor. I need some advice.
You need a smack in the ear, Whiplash. What do you want?
Well, Soda has asked me to sing Shiny Happy People on the show, and I don't know if I'm allowed.
No, Whiplash, don't do that. It's a copyright strike waiting to happen. Let me deal with this. There's a fair use loophole which will allow transformative use for the purposes of commentary, criticism, and satire. Put me on loudspeaker.
It's on already. I'll turn the volume up a bit.
Okay, here we go. Punch me in the face, sheeple, sheeple, infinite disgrace. Kill me, someone take me out. Shoot me, put me in the ground where the corpses go. Mold and earthworms dine. Whiny, crappy sheep'll waste my time.
Will they ever learn to get things
Stupid
right?
fucking people breeding, everyone is dumb. Who cares? Fuck them. Go and suck your thumb. Fake it, break it, why not have a cry? Shitty and selfish, stick it up your ass where tomorrow goes. Listen to them whine. Whiny, crappy sheep'll waste my time.
Will they ever learn to get things
Stupid
right?
fucking people breeding. Anyway, that's enough, Whiplash. Fuck off now. Oh, and never call me again. Better this time.
Here's Skeletor. Thanks, Soda. Finally this week, General Stephen Jones of our expansion division acknowledges my newfound power and asks of my immediate plans. Well, General, my first order of business will be to attend to my broken back. I will start by eating some of our resident ducks, as it seems they currently have significant analgesic properties. And that's the finish line of another show. Thanks for watching. If you had fun, why not give us a thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. And if you didn't enjoy the episode or were offended by any of the content, I don't know what to tell you. It's happened now. Anyway, leave me your questions and comments for next time, and I'll see you then. Bye.